Hey there, everybody. Just wanted to get some information out to you. This is the most important information that I have put on my business page. So if you own a home, I'd highly recommend that you listen to this. Even if you don't own a home, it's in your interest to watch this for the next few minutes. So I just watched the news conference that City Utilities had, and this is just kind of my thoughts based on the energy situation we have. If you're not with CU, information might be a little bit different, but I suspect other utility providers are talking about things in a very similar manner. So, from a real estate perspective, we talk about owning a home as being an investment, and it is, and it's generally a good and safe investment if you do well with your finances. But any investment has risk, and right now we need to talk about those risks and minimizing that risk. So based on the information from CU, they did get some orders this morning as part of the power grid that they are part of, that about 12:05 or something like that. They initiated a couple rolling blackouts in their southern area that they provide coverage for. Soon after that, it seems about like 30 minutes, they were given notice that they could stop that. So they did. So right now, there are no rolling blackouts for city utilities. However, if you're watching this sometime later, 2 hours later, or however far down the road, this is a changing situation. So it may be different, just later today. But as of right now, there are no rolling blackouts. But we need to be proactive rather than reactive to this situation, again, so that you can minimize the risk to your family and to your home. So things to be thinking about as I take a look at my notes here. CU does have priorities, so things like hospitals, they're not going to lose power. Hospitals also have backup systems, but CU has their network set up that's not going to be an issue. Things like jails should not be affected. Those are priorities within their system, so shouldn't have to worry about stuff like that. You can, I would encourage you to think about what are most critical to your needs in your home. Given today's world, we need to keep cell phones charged. If it gets below probably 50%, you probably want to plug it in just to make sure it has power. Other things about if you or family members have medical devices that they're depending on within their homes, you can register that stuff with CU, and they will try to make it a priority. But if they go into a situation where rolling blackouts are mandated, that's not going to be something that they can avoid. But you can register that stuff just so they have it in their system, and as circumstances allow, they can make that a priority. But those, mainly with those systems, if those have battery backups, you need to get those battery backups charged in case things change. And you need just be thinking about options. You didn't really talk about what I'm about to talk about, but I think it's wise for you to be thinking about this. You need to be thinking about what the possibilities are if we go into a rolling blackout. They said homes are going to be without power anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. And they're doing that, they're limiting that time because they realize with it so cold, a home can only be without power for so long before it begins to have problems. But the fact is, there's lots of older homes, 60 minutes without power. I know those homes can drop in temperature quickly. So if you're in a home that is not as efficient as what we would hope it would be, just think about those options even more. if you have do not use a gas burning fireplace right now because of the demand it puts on the system. But if you're at a home that has a wood burning fireplace, especially if it's high efficiency wood burning fireplace, probably something you should be using. A pellet stove would be great to use right now. Again, you need to be thinking about supplies. Do you have extra wood? Do you have extra pellets? But those two things would be great. Another option to consider, I know it's not ideal, but something to be thinking about, maybe you could shut off the power supply to your house, leave a couple faucets open, and maybe until we get past this cold snap, if you got some good friends or family, maybe you go have a sleepover. I know it's not ideal, but we just need to be thinking about what's best for you and your family and for your home. If you leave your home, please shut off the main water supply and get the waters out of your pipes before you do that. But I'm just encouraging you to think about some things. If you're outside of CU, please be checking with your utility provider as to updates and what they are talking about. I suspect everybody's considering similar things, but please get information directly from your provider. So if you have questions, please let me know. If you get into a situation where you've got frozen pipes or they froze and then they busted, feel free to reach out to me. I can give you some contacts, but you need to be on top of that. Please don't get overwhelmed and get stressed out. You need to be on top of that quickly. Need to get in contact with insurance, see if they can be of help, and then get in contact with a restoration company. If nothing else, you need to get fans blowing on that quickly. So I won't go into that right now, but if you get in that situation, please don't feel overwhelmed. Feel free to reach out to me. If you have questions about anything, again, I may be not the direct source for information, but happy to talk to you about stuff or try to point you in the right direction. So stay well, stay warm, and take care of each other. Thanks.